It's a test. Sometimes God will keep us in a tough situation so that we can learn to trust in him more. And as we learn to trust in God more, the more we realize that we can't really trust in ourselves. We don't always have what it takes to get ourselves out of problems and out of tough places. And I know that we think we do, but that's not always the case. Eventually, we're going to run into a mountain that we cannot climb. But just because we can't climb the mountain doesn't mean God can't move it. You know, in the scriptures, it says that if we have faith the size of a mustard seed, I'm talking tiny faith, just a little bit. We put that faith in God and we tell the mountain that stands before us to move, God will move it. I know it feels like you're going through hell right now, but just hold on to your faith. Hold on to God. Just because he's silent doesn't mean he's not present. Sometimes the teacher is always silent during the test. All right, man, I hear you, but like, why does my life have to be a test? What's the purpose in all of this? What is it that God is trying to show me? Because I go to him and I pray and I feel like he's not responding. So what's the purpose? What's the reason behind all of this, man? If this is all the test, if this is just God testing me to show me something, what is God trying to show me? You know, in the scriptures, there was this really, really rich dude. I'm talking Bezos level rich, Elon Musk, Tesla rich. I mean, this guy had everything, literally everything. And his name was Job. And Job, he ain't never let the money change him. He ain't never switched up on God, and he never switched up on his faith. And God loved Job. He loved Job. But then here comes the devil. And he start instigating and he start talking that rah, talking about some Job only like you, God, because you gave him everything. He rich. He ain't never been in the trenches. He ain't never had to struggle a day in his life. Now, obviously, it don't say that in the scripture, so don't take my word for it. But, you know, that's basically what the devil said. He said, Job only loved you because you gave him everything. And God said, you know what? How about we put that to the test? Go take everything from Job, but don't kill him. And we'll see who he really rocking with. And the devil said, bet. So then the devil, like without hesitation, I mean, immediately went to work on Job. He took away his family. He took away his crops. He took away his home. He took away his health. I mean, he took literally everything away from Job. Anything that Job had in his possession, gone. But there were two things that the devil could not take from Job. It was his life, because God said so, and it was his faith, because Job was a true man of faith. I know you might be going through hell right now in your life. It seemed like the world against you. It seemed like everything's against you. But don't let that take away your faith. Don't let that dim your light. Don't let that put out your fire for God. You never know what might happen if you just hold on to God a little bit longer. You see, then Job started questioning God. You know, Job over here like, God, what's going on? I was rich and now I'm poor. I had everything. Now I got nothing. What we doing? And as Job is going to God and questioning him, God finally responds. You know what the first thing God says to Job is? God responds to Job and he says, who is this that darkens counsel, questioning my authority and wisdom by words without knowledge? Basically telling Job, you asking questions you don't know the answer to. God turns the tables on Job and he starts asking him all these questions. Do you cause the sun to rise? Do you feed this animal? God starts talking about this big beast, Leviathan, and he starts asking Job, you got control over him? Can you tame him? All right, then. And God continues to question Job and ask Job all these questions. And then Job gains one of the greatest things any man or woman can gain from God when they have an encounter with him. And that is the revelation of who God is. That even though Job is going through hell right now, God is great. God is sovereign. God is faithful. And God is able to bring Job out of his darkness, out of his situation, and bring him into a better place. Job gains the understanding that God is so great that he could deliver him from his suffering. The answer to all his problems has always been God. And the answer to all your problems, bro, is the same. It's God. When you gain the revelation of who God truly is, then you can rejoice even when it feels like your life is going through hell. You can have peace in that because you know that your God will never fail you. He's too great to ever let us down. God is greater than whatever it is you're going through right now. So no matter what the devil throws your way, no matter what the world throws at you, keep praying to God. Keep talking to him. Keep asking your questions. Because eventually God is going to respond. And when he does, everything will change.